Welcome back to another B to the 7 Quick Bits. Today I'm going to talk about the final R within my foundation, and that is regain. Now, regain is the area you don't want your audiences or your customers to be in. These are your customers that are lapsing and or lapsed, and that basically means they quit ordering from your brand, their frequency has stopped, and they are either going with another brand or another service or something. But these are the individuals that are leaving your brand. So it's very important to understand who they are, what programs you have, and think of ways to get them back in and back engaged with your brand. With regain, the focus should be on your communication and activity, and the sole purpose of these communications and these channels are to get these customers and these audiences back engaged with your brand. Now keep in mind, within the regain area, these individuals are leaving. They are lapsing. There's something that's upset them. Another consumer's got a different offering or something. But these individuals are leaving your brand. So you've got to understand, that from the mindset, what can I do differently with these individuals? What can I learn from these individuals? There's a plethora of information there that, that you really need to reach out to them and understand. But more importantly, how can you use that knowledge to incentivize them? Look at the programs that you have and bring them back in. That's the sole purpose of the regain, is to look at their frequency. It's changed, and now do something about it. So some of the things that I look at when I engage with brands in the regain area, number one, you want to get them back engaged and back into the retain section of your programs. But more importantly, an outreach program to understand why they're leaving the brand and why their frequency has changed. Still A/B testing, but also looking at the communications and how you're talking to the consumers, giving them the ability to opt down instead of opt out. Maybe your frequency, maybe your communication, or maybe the content itself is not relevant for what it is that they're doing. Still remain very personalized. The incentives should be upped a little bit, because the pure goal of this is to get them back engaged with the brand, keeping in mind that they are leaving. So those are just some of the areas and some of the programs you could potentially be running with these consumers. But ultimately, your main focus here is to understand why they're leaving, understand the data, and then get them back retained. And if you can't get them back retained, is there a way that you could get them opted down instead of opted out? So as with your reach and retain of the 3 R's, regain is another one of those programs and part of the foundation that brands, and a lot of brands, don't even take consideration of. They don't even know that consumers are leaving the brand. They're so busy filling the top of the funnel that they're forgetting about these consumers that are leaving the brand. And as these people are leaving, they're taking a lot of valuable information with them. And what I mean by that is, there's ways that you can improve. There's ways that your product can improve. And, these are the consumers that could potentially help you within those areas. So the outreach to them is very important, because you're going to bring back a ton of knowledge. And in the end, as you outreach to them, you may actually build a better relationship to them, because you're listening, you're engaging, and you're understanding, and you're helping solve their problems on why they are leaving your brand. So hopefully that's very helpful for you. That kind of wraps up the 3 R's that I focus on as my foundation: reach, retain, and regain, and kind of how they fit within the omni-channel approach of data-driven marketing that I kind of approach with all my clients and partners that I work with. Any questions, always feel free to reach out to me. I'd be happy to engage. I'd be happy to get on a phone call with you to talk about how I can help your brand with any of this. Connect with me on LinkedIn. Go to my website, btothe7.com, and you have a great evening or a great day. I'll talk to you later.